Right.
So the thing is, if somebody had 25 magazines in their backpack, it would be very difficult to get all of those rounds off if there was someone there to protect the people. If you had five larger magazines, it would still be very difficult in both situations to get through the same amount of 10 shots. It would be difficult to do that without being stopped if the populace was able to be armed, because you wouldn't know who was armed. You wouldn't know. If only 5% of the people were armed and you went into a bar, right? You go into a bar and you see a security guard. You might shoot the security guard, but now you walk in there and one out of every 10 people might have a firearm, right? You go you go into a place where there's a security guard outside, but no one, there's a big sign outside that says there's no guns in here. We make people walk through a metal detector.
Uh-huh.
You shoot the armed security outside, there's nothing anybody can really do to you besides, charge you and jump on you, and then you can shoot them as they do that. It's one of those things where it's like the the bad person with the gun is going to always be the bad person with the gun. You can't stop that part. Um and if you make it to where somehow you can not have any weapons in your state or your country, there's no such thing as firearms, then the bad guy with the knife, when your police force only has batons, the bad guy with the knife is going to run around stabbing everybody in the neck with the knife until you hit him with the baton, and he's still going to stab y'all too. Or he'll attack the police officer first, and then he can go and have. There's a guy in New Orleans that just drove a Ford Lightning through a crowd and killed however many people, adults, children. And if and what that was about, I have no idea. But there's because of that, there should not be, as dangerous as a motor vehicle is. It's a very dangerous thing. I don't want cars to be limited to where they can only go the speed limit. I don't want cars to be limited to where they have, you know, bumpers on them or balloons around them to make them soft so that they don't hit people, or they're so low to the ground that if they bump into a person, they can't run them over.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's over and beyond, right? Whatever's, if we really get down to it, the most serious thing could be like, what's going on with people? Why do we think this is okay? Why do people think this is what they should do? And we can address those things. I don't think that's going to solve the problem. I think that, just like you mentioned, there's evil. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And man, I feel a lot safer knowing that evil's running around, knowing that people can be, um, that they have this equalizer to meet and defeat that evil. If they come across it, at least they have the chance. They might catch you slipping and you lose, right? But man, it would be it's a lot different than not having a chance.
That makes a lot of sense.